Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Lips. It's your girl, Miss Mouthy, the Lips of Detroit. If this is your first time tuning into the Miss Mouthy podcast, welcome. You have stumbled onto the podcast that centers the narratives and experience of trans and non binary folks and the allies that love and support us. And if you're returning to the Lips, hey, y'all, what's up? I'm so excited to be with y'all another week. And I am so excited to call this episode Boldly Beautiful. I think it's so important that in this stage of life that we recognize how being our authentic selves and being unapologetic is so beautiful. So that's why I wanted to have these lovely individuals on today and talk about that because not only are they beautiful and being boldly in who they are, but they are models and they are curators and all of these amazing people in Detroit that's movers and shakers. So special guests, can y'all introduce yourselves for the people?
I'm Miss Jaia Honey, creator of Dare to See the Unseen,
Period.
and this is my friend and designer friend model.
Extraordinaire. Okay.
Okay,
Hey
period.
y'all, my name is Grace L'Oreal. I'm the designer of Asomore Fashion, and I'm a model too. So
Okay, yes. And I had the pleasure of walking with these amazing individuals in the fashion show this past Sunday. So let's get into it. Thank y'all for coming. Tell us a little bit about the design and the curation of the show. How did it come together and what was the thought process behind it?
So for this show, I would say we started trying to put this show together back in December of last year.
Oh, cool.
I know, right? I was in communication with Cage Jewels Boutique,
Okay.
and we were like, we need to put something together. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I really want to do my own show. I was like, I need to see more people like me,
Mm-hmm.
out there doing what they do. So I'm like, we gotta pop out.
Yeah.
So I meet up with my friend Zareia, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
look, you want to do a show with me? She's like,
Period.
yeah, we could do one. A couple months go by, and I'm talking to Cece, and we're like, okay, let's get this show together. We're gonna put this show
Period.
together. But you know how you be like, you think you can do something,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like you don't do it, and it's like, you know what? Can we even do this?
Yeah, is it possible?
Yeah, it's like I don't know. So we ended up pretty much giving up just a little bit,
Okay.
and then we come back together. I met Michaela a little closer to, I say, like July,
Okay.
and she was like, yeah, I'm a model and I be doing stuff. Like I was like, okay, so why don't you just come on the project with us? We can do
Mm-hmm.
this. So I call him up and I'm like, you know what? I know y'all scared, but we about to do the show.
Yeah, period.
I'm
We
like,
gonna push through. Okay.
we gonna do the show. And then everybody like, I'm like, look,
We
if we
got
don't
this.
do it, then we gonna have to wait. And I'm like, I'm not sitting here and waiting. We're gonna do this show.
No, for real.
So the backstory of the show was we said everybody's gonna have their own show.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know what, I'm gonna go first and I'll get my show out the way.
Period.
So we went and did the show. This show was pretty much about my life story of just
Mm.
fashions and growing and trying to figure out who you are.
Yes.
That's why it's called Dare to See the Unseen, because it's like
I love it.
the unseen. Like people don't understand who you are.
Yeah.
So we start the show off with the Matrix, which is like you come out being what everybody wants you to be, and they want you to be like everybody else. So you come out like all black, black hair, black this, and everything just like the same. Everybody look the same.
Yeah.
So after that, we go into different fashions, trying to learn like icons. So we talk about Janet Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Who don't like Janet Jackson? So
Okay,
we
period.
Hey, look, so we go into that. After we do that, we go into Urban Nights. Urban Nights was basically because for a queer person, your parents always gonna put you in some jeans,
Yeah.
putting in a t-shirt, and I'm like, I don't want to wear a jeans and t-shirt,
But I do it to make you happy.
right. So it's part of my life and what I had to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get to the ballroom night. So ballroom nights was just like off the chain.
Yeah.
We got the vulgars, the drag queens.
Yes.
We got the beautiful ball gowns. Like just we tripped out the
Everything, yeah.
jeans. Okay, the jeans was cut up
They
and
was done
beautiful
up.
everywhere. Okay, and it was definitely off the chain. We was able to pretty much bring out my entire community, and I was very proud of that. Honestly, very, very, very
Yes.
proud. And those models did their thing. Like
They
it was
killed
so
it.
many of them, and they
killed
came
it.
out and worked. They worked that runway. Look,
Yeah.
they really did. They big one. Inga. I don't know if y'all saw Inga,
Yeah. Yeah.
but Inga was like, he was all over. Like he was like doing his big one. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see him at rehearsal. I was like,
Yeah,
I was
no,
like,
for
when it
real.
came out, I said, come
He
on.
did his thing.
Mhm.
So
Um,
Grace, you had a really good point at being a designer, and like how was that process behind creating the looks and things that would be in the show? Did you find like it was a different pressure between being a model versus a designer?
Um, well, I'm gonna just start from the beginning.
Okay.
So I remember he hit me up
Mm-hmm.
and he, basically reached out to me like, "Hey, you wanna join?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, like,
Yeah.
might as well because I'm already a designer. I'm trying to get my stuff out there.
Right, right.
So it's like, you know, I got a lot of designs and creativity and everything that I
Yeah.
got going on. So the balance between it's not as bad as I thought because I
Okay.
always was like I could do both, but it's like I don't know, like it wasn't that bad this round. Like I've did it before
Okay.
from the previous show that I was in, and in this show it was a little different just because I had a lot of pieces that I was sewing. So it
Mm.
wasn't all crochet because my last show that I did, it was all like crochet pieces.
Oh,
And this
nice.
one, I did like a lot of sewing pieces.
Is
But I
that
did,
like your aesthetic? Is crocheting your looks?
yeah, but I
Okay.
do both. I
Okay.
sew and I crochet.
period.
Okay. I seen some of it. It's real hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her cute.
And I'm
Look,
like,
Okay.
crochet, it takes time.
Yeah.
And it takes time with sewing too. So it's like, yeah, it's a little time consuming, but I made it work.
Good, good, good.
Yeah.
Okay. So we get to the point where the ideas is fleshing out. How did you really be able to get all of these personalities and these great people to be able to follow your direction and be able to make the show what you wanted it to be?
okay, that's a good question. It was a lot of people. I would say
Yeah.
that it was a lot of people. So we had weekend rehearsals and we
Okay.
also had Thursday rehearsals. Um, so that was a big help because some people that needed extra help they came
Hmm.
on, Saturdays, or they couldn't make the Thursday rehearsal, they came on Saturday. Um, I think the best part to get them to be on the same page was to just tell them to be quiet.
Hmm.
So it's like,
Hmm.
look, just be quiet. Listen, what we got you, what
We
we need you
got
to
you.
do. It's gonna come out right,
Hmm.
and we got it together. Other than that, it was a great experience. They got their makeup done, hair
Hmm.
done, everything was looking good. I
Yeah.
said, look, that makeup was looking good. Everybody looked
It
good.
was like,
Yes.
how were you able to find so many people to get on board with your vision? Because sometimes that, as a creator, that could be the hardest thing is that you can see a vision for yourself and everybody else don't get it, don't understand
Yeah.
it, but you were actually able to execute and bring it to life.
Yeah, I will say, I've been making connections
Hmm.
since I've been 18 years old. So I've been talking to pretty cool people for so many years. And it's all about how you treat people.
Hmm.
It's about
Hmm.
how you go about talking to people, and letting people know what the purpose is of what you're doing. Because once you go about letting them know what you're doing and why you're doing it, then people can be like, okay, I understand that, and I want to be a part. You'd
Yeah.
be surprised who say yes, who say no. You might get some no's, you might get some yes, but most of the time I get a million yeses. I ain't gonna
Okay,
lie.
period.
Right.
And I'm very thankful overall. I'm very thankful for my team.
Hmm.
Tapia, Cece, Michaela, and Zaria. Zaria did a lot for this project, so kudos to her. She
Period.
really did her big one on this project. And then we had our model coaches who really did a great job as well. We did have a host, Darian, and we had another host. Her name was Nia Imani, along with performers Tashandra, Bree Lene, and Nia Imani as well.
Period.
Mhm.
So on the model side of it, before this show, how was the industry treating both of y'all individually? Did y'all find yourselves having any resistance? Did y'all find yourself booked for a lot of shows? What was it like?
You go first.
Um, I wouldn't say I would be booked for a lot of shows
Hmm.
because at the time I had time to, get into this show that we just did.
Right.
So it wasn't that bad. But I did overall, I think I did like 5 shows this year.
Okay.
And this
That's
is my
good.
first year doing runway. So
Okay.
it's been great. But yeah,
Yeah, you've done really good. You
thank
should be
you.
proud.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I definitely am.
And what about you?
I actually met her at a show. I did a show with her,
Yeah.
the Sausage Santana show with
Yeah, it was indie
Yeah,
fashion.
Monica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went really well. I liked that show, and that was actually my first fashion show.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
like, oh, okay,
Really?
yeah.
Oh my
That
god.
was my first fashion show. And then I did a show with Teaser's Boutique and then I did one with Top Shelf or Die, which was cool
Mm-hmm.
to say the least.
Oh, just okay. We're gonna get into
uh,
that.
and then I also, I did a lot more of party promoting.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm really known for. So I work with Joey on a lot of queer breakfasts and events.
Nice.
I had an event with Good K from Bad Boys. So, I be working out
You
here.
be out
I
here.
be out here,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of showcases as well. And I do artist development, so I do help artists with their music playlists and stuff
I
like that.
love it.
So that's usually what I do. So this is like very fun and new to me as well, and I love it. I love what I do. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, pop your shit. Like
Okay.
the funny thing is, like, also for me, this show was my very first one. The only other show I did was like literally a decade ago, and like I wasn't really taking that serious. This one, I wanted to really challenge myself and like show up in like this way that I've never thought. Because when you think of the industry, even though it's becoming more diverse now, when you hear models and you hear runway, when I think of queerness, it's not something that's often accepted or in there, even though they're the people in the back that's like making all the shit move, right? So, have there been any moments while trying to pursue this industry that you got a lot of pushback? And what did it take for you to like overcome that?
For me, I would say I only had one little pushback
Mm-hmm.
from one person in the industry, and that's mainly for the artists that has shows that do not allow queer people to be themselves.
Mm.
Um, so that's why I went out and made this show, because at the end of the day, with someone out there saying that, oh, we want you in our show, but we don't want you to be yourself,
Mm-hmm.
it's a kick
Mm-hmm.
in the teeth, especially when like we are the culture. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And
No,
we
that's
make most
real.
of these pieces anyway, that you wear. Gucci and Chanel,
Okay. All the things. All the things.
um, so it's like it's a kick in the teeth. So that's why I went out and made this show, because it gives people opportunity to be themselves. And I saw like people like me, like the people that were in the show, like Trevi and you and so many other
Mm-hmm.
people, Jai Chu, they were so excited because it was
Mm-hmm.
like they were finally able to tap into who they want to be for the
Yes.
first time, and not be told that they have to dial it back,
Mm-hmm.
or even like they can do more. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Not just go
Mm-hmm.
out there and model, but actually pop they shit. You feel
Yeah.
me?
No, that's real. I really felt that. And like it's so important that like even when I see how y'all work with each other and show up for each other, it really show people that like people of color can work together. We can come together and make great things for the city. And I don't know what all it took, like financial wise, but it looked amazing in there. Like
Mhm.
from the light, like I'm a detail girl, so from the lights to the things in the back to the food. I've never been in like a model environment, but it also built me up to be like, oh, you got this shit built for a tough. Go ahead and do it. Get naked right here, change it to your next look.
Okay.
But I loved it. And like to think that even though it was fast paced, the show went out without a scene. Like it wasn't nothing that needed to take a long pause or nothing. Like it was things that was constantly going. But y'all had babies in the show.
Yes,
So
we did.
how was that?
They were a breeze. I ain't
Mhm. Yeah,
gonna
they was
The
yeah.
babies were a breeze. They were amazing. Those kids came out and they took over the floor. I ain't gonna hold you.
We
Look,
Okay.
I
did.
was like, wait a minute. I was like, they modeling better than the adults. I
Baby,
was
okay.
They
Walking.
the
they did a
lady
great
said,
job.
look,
Hmm.
they came out. They're
Period.
like,
I love it. I love it. So, as far as designers,
Mhm.
what things in this show did you really want to highlight in your collection?
Like I said before, my last show I was doing all crochet pieces.
Hmm.
So this show it was a little different. I did, pieces that I was sew. So that's like the main thing I wanted to do was just show the diversity of like me.
As a designer,
Yeah, like I
yeah.
don't just crochet, I
Hmm.
sew too. I do both. So I want
Period.
people to like know that and
Yeah.
see that I really do what I do.
So here we go. If you had to design, like, if you had to like let people know in 3 hashtags or less, what type of feel they would get from your collection or your line, how would you describe that? Like, is it sexy? Is it like sophisticated? What is it?
Um, hmm. I would just say like, yeah, I would say
Mhm.
sexy. You know, just I don't know, like how to really describe it honestly, because it's like it could be anything. Like,
Mhm. Well, I'm gonna give you one. Okay, I like
yeah,
vibrant. Like your
yeah,
colors is very beautiful in your
yes, yeah,
collection.
that too.
It gave girls' night out. It gave like we about to go to the club, have a good time, look
Hmm.
good while doing it,
Period.
snatched. Okay, it gave
Hmm.
Yeah,
fashion over.
Yeah,
Okay, it was giving.
I love that. Okay, so y'all want to play a game with me?
Yes, let's play.
sure.
Okay. Okay, so we got 3 decks up here.
Oh,
Okay, it's 3 different ones. Um, Risha Roulette, of course, that's the spicy one. We got a more mild one where there is like self reflection. And then we have one about friendships and relationships. So y'all can pick y'all poison and how we'll do it. You can either answer the question yourself or ask it to either one of us.
okay.
Okay. Whoever want to go
Wait,
first.
which one is?
Okay, so this is the relationship friendship one.
Okay.
We on
This is
live.
self
Remember that.
I know.
this is self reflection. And this is Risha Roulette, the little spicy one. Yes.
How spicy is that one?
Right.
With
I never
Risha,
did
she
that
done went
one.
off the chain. So I don't know. And just in case, if you don't want to answer, I'll just say take a shot of whatever you drinking.
Okay.
Okay. Keep it safe so
You wanna go
nobody go
first?
home.
You want me to go first? Okay, I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
get to Risha.
Okay,
Let's check out
period.
this Risha. What's going
Okay.
on?
Let's see what she's talking about.
I dare you to text your ex and tell him you miss him. I like my ex.
Okay, okay.
Okay, let me see. I gotta text my ex,
Okay.
but I got them on here. Hey
Okay.
y'all.
Okay.
Why I gotta text my ex?
Ooh.
Why I gotta text my ex? And tell
So
my
what? I
ex.
gotta say my ex.
Did you not block him? Is he not blocked?
Oh, I don't block people.
Oh, really? That's
Me
good of
either,
you.
for real. I don't really
Really?
block-
I am a blocker. I just got to get you out of my space. Because if I don't,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just keep texting you. Which
Oh.
one? No, for real. I'm toxic. I'm
Okay,
for real.
I text my ex and told him I miss him.
Look at
You
you.
did?
Hopefully,
Oh.
hopefully he got a different number that's nice than him.
Okay.
So you say who this? I don't know. Perfect, different number.
Mhm.
Okay, this mine say take a shot if you ever got jumped. I didn't
Oh,
never got
okay.
jumped.
Okay.
Damn,
Okay.
okay.
See, that would have been me.
Let's check it out.
Never.
I
Okay.
never
Ain't
been
jumping
jumped.
me.
Okay.
Take a shot if you got a CPN.
What is that?
I don't know what's a CPN.
Oh.
I feel slow. What
Is that like a gun
y'all
license?
know what a CPN?
I don't know.
I was like, I know, but it's not coming to me
Is
right
it
now.
like a gun?
That's what
What
I'm
is
thinking
it?
too. A nurse,
Mm.
probably
Oh, I don't
like
know.
a nurse. Oh,
Next
shit.
question.
Okay. So list 5
God.
experiences I must have before I die. I feel like I have to own my own studio. I definitely want to skydive. I just did one on Sunday. I wanted to walk a runway show. So boom.
Period.
Um, what else do I want to do? I do want to be married and I want to touch $1 million this lifetime. So
Okay.
per.
Period.
Hmm. Okay, you can pull it, Grace.
I don't know. We would need to get away from the research.
Yeah.
Look, cause you got the bad one.
Okay.
Let me fix this. Oh shit. Is this shit? Wait, what to say? Is this how it should be? I want it to be. I want it to be, or is this really how it is? What they mean?
Let's see.
I don't know what they like. I don't know. Maybe let's pick another one.
Yeah.
Cause I don't
That
get
was
that one.
confusing.
Okay, Grace. What is something that you're currently taking for granted?
Mm, that's a deep one. Let's see.
Yeah, these
Currently
ones on the
taken for
side get a little deep.
granted.
Is it a man?
Hmm.
Like,
I don't know. I don't think I'm taking nothing for
For
granted
granted?
right now.
Okay, that's
I
good.
can't even really think of nothing.
All right. What you taking for granted in this
nah,
moment?
shit.
Not nothing.
Yeah, I don't think
You
I'm
know what?
taking nothing.
I'm gonna counter that. I am taking something for granted. I'm taking like my full ability to show up for granted. Like I could be doing way more than I actually am, but like Shit, I like being low
Yeah.
key, not too
Right.
much. Not no pressure.
Right. Little here, little
Low
there.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what is y'all personal quote that y'all use? It could be your mantra, it could be your thing that gets you up and out of the bed every day to remind you that you that bitch.
Do your big one.
Okay, do your big one,
Mm.
okay?
Mine's. Oh, let's see. It could be. Shit. I just tell myself like, you got this. Like,
Period.
you
Yeah,
know,
do your big
whenever
one.
I'm
You
feeling
got
like I
this.
need that motivation, I always motivate myself, telling myself it's okay. Like, you got this.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Period. Mine is real bitches do real things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Period.
Period.
So what age did you start designing and like knowing that you had
Oh,
a gift for that?
that's a good question. I'm glad you asked me that.
Yes, of course.
So I've ever since I was little, probably around like maybe like 9 or 10. I can't really put the age on it, but it was around that time that I grew a passion for designing, fashion
Mm,
design, creativity, all of
I
that. Like
love it.
fashion is just my world. Like I love it so much. And ever since then, like as I got older, I've been doing clothes. So
Mm-hmm.
like when I was younger, I was doing like bracelets and jewelry and duct tape purses. I would do
Mm,
so many things because every Christmas I would get something um that would be like for me to show my creativity.
yeah.
So yeah, like ever since then I had a passion for it, and it's like that was just my gift, and I wanted to keep showing
Mm-hmm.
that. And as I get older, it's just that's just my yeah,
So,
that's just my
at
way
what
now.
age did you know that you were just this incredible alien superstar that you are? Okay.
For me, I was just really trying to like find my way. I ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
hold you. So trying to find something that works for me and that I like doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was hard for me to do that within the household I was living in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And them not understanding who I was.
Yeah.
So like once I moved out, I think I was able to really like do my big one, like do my
Okay.
thing, So when I moved out, I ended up starting a production. So I did a movie, um, and I attempted to do it, gave up. Like it's real shit. Like sometimes it's like
Mm-hmm.
hard on
No.
one person. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, for real.
But here we are.
And look at
We
you.
just did a show, so
A
I'm feeling
Yeah.
really
successful
good about
show.
that. Yeah,
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
period.
very successful.
Thank you.
Um, and what was your first show like when you actually did your first design and actually did a whole show?
Well, for my first time that I did like my own
Mm-hmm.
designs, I was in indie fashion.
Mm,
So like I had like a collaboration with another designer. His design is called Private Life. So we could collab, and he wanted some of my pieces in his, and I'm like, okay, I could make a little something.
yeah.
I had made a crochet top, and so I ended up modeling it on stage in front of almost 20,000 people.
Mm-hmm. Because I was
So
about to say indie fashion, that's a big deal.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was a lot of people there.
Mm,
So that went good. That was one of my first pieces I did. Then I ended up collabing with another designer for another show, and I had my crochet pieces as well. And then I had other like models. They had on well, one of them had on a dress. It was a crochet dress, and the other ones had on tops and stuff. So
yeah.
it was just something
I love
quick
it.
because like I was just getting into
Mm-hmm.
doing that. So yeah.
I love it. I love it. So, one of the things that I like to do on Mouthy is give people resources to let them know in the community what's going on. And a lot of times, especially around like the HIV epidemic, a lot of people don't talk about it, whatever. But I want to offer up that like last time we was here, we talked about Narcan lips. But today, I want y'all to know that we are offering up at home HIV kits, and you literally can get it mailed to your house. And this is what it looks like, and you'll have this little code number. That way you can identify your test number and get your results. And if you
Period.
mail in your results, you actually get a $20 gift card. So I just want y'all to know what it looked like, where to go. Go to Corktown, and then I'm going to put the QR code on my story so you could just fill out the information. It's anonymous, and it'll be shipped to whatever address you want it to go to. Um, but yeah, What has really shaped your ideas moving forward when it comes to fashion and everything coming forward? Like, what's next for you?
So, I'm really excited because we have a pop-up fashion show thing coming up.
Okay.
So January, February, March, April, May.
Period.
May is our next big show.
Okay. Period.
So
My
we
birthday
have a
month.
very big show happening in May, which is our fairy tale show. So it's gonna be
Oh, that's
epic.
cute.
I'm really excited about that. We do have pop-up shows running into that show.
Okay.
So we're gonna be pretty much going everywhere.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just give you your flowers because I think it's important for community members to. You're doing something so great that hasn't been done that I've personally seen in Detroit, and I think our city needs to be revived in fashion and art and music, all the things. And we're having a lot of creative people come up the pipeline and do that. So thank you for taking ownership and making space not only for like girls like myself, but just all of the inspiring models and designers in the city. Like, I appreciate you very much. So,
Thank you. I appreciate you
of
too.
course, of course. I want you to know that. And so, what is next for you as far as your designs and things? What do you want to do?
Well, next, so the weather's getting cold, so I kind of do
No
want to
shade.
put up, like a shoot with a few models maybe
Hmm.
that could be interested, and I want to like just express like the things that they could wear in the winter. Like I make hats and scarves, I make
I love
accessories
it.
too, so I'm thinking about doing that.
Okay.
Yep. And
Period.
then, next year I have a lot of designs and a lot of
Okay.
things that I want to do. So for the spring and summers, I got a lot coming.
Period. Touch it off. So, because both of y'all are so fierce when y'all on the runway, what would y'all say it takes for a good model to show up in a fashion show?
Hmm.
I would say, remember you talking about the quote?
Mm-hmm.
I tell myself to do my big one before I
Period.
go out,
Yeah.
first and foremost. Um, Also, practice your walk. Make sure you're having fun when you go out there. Make sure you're doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
that passion to do it as well.
I love it.
Um, the advice I would give models, I would just say like, just do you, like
Hmm.
express yourself, like, walk out there, pose, make sure you get your pictures, you feel me? And yeah, like have a good time. Like it's all about having a good time. It's so fun to have
Yeah.
the everybody all the attention on you. So
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
yeah, like
Once
you
you get
that
out there in the
bitch.
light, you
Like
like,
you
bitch,
are
I'm
that.
here.
Yeah,
What's
you
up?
that bitch for real. Like you are that. Like
Okay.
so express
You
that.
the
Let these people
calling.
know. You feel
Period.
me?
No, and for
But
real.
yeah.
And let me say this to you.
Hmm.
You have such an iconic look. Like when I saw
Yeah.
you, my eyes just instantly like, damn. Like,
Thank
okay,
you.
period. I love it. Um, so boom, in the spite of like all the things, one, for queer youth, like suicide rate is so high. I'm sorry, I'm a crybaby, so if I get emotional.
It's
But
okay.
suicide rate is so high for queer youth, for a number of reasons. But in this industry, it can be difficult to push your way through. And I think for the young folks, they need to hear encouraging words of like how to stay inspired and like in moments of frustration. What advice would y'all give young people who may want to do this, be a designer, be a curator, or be a model?
So I would say, despite what everybody else think about you or think you can't do what's on your mind, and
Mm,
literally don't give up.
yeah.
Just keep going and shine your light. As long as you shine your light, because it's already bright because of who you are. Period. You
Hmm.
can't let nobody deter it. So don't let people deter you from doing what God has already had you do.
I would definitely say the same. Like, don't give up. Do you do what's best for you. Don't let nobody get in your head about telling you, you can't do this or you can't do that. Like, do what you really truly want to do because this is your life. You
Yeah,
feel me?
no, for real. And Lips, y'all already know. Like the reason why I entitled this episode is Boldly Beautiful. You're gonna have to be bold in a world full of people who are alike, think alike, want you to be alike because when you stand alone and you separate yourself from the pack, you stand out. And that's okay. And you gotta own that. Like when you are different, uniquely you, it is
Yeah.
beautiful. It is beautiful to have your own mind, your own soul, your own ability to show up as yourself no matter what anybody gotta say And that for that, you're gonna be great. Like everything around you is gonna be amazing. The people who are for you will find you, and you
Yes.
don't have to be nothing or nobody else but yourself. So
Mhm.
tell the people how they can find you if you want to be found.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, okay. So give them your socials and where they can find you and follow your designs and things.
Okay, y'all can follow me at Fairy Got Fans. Also, we have the Personality Show as well. So the Personality Show is on Instagram, and Fairy Got Fans is on Instagram as well.
Period.
For my personal Instagram is Grace L'Oreal, and then for my business page is Ace Amour Fashion.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, thank y'all for coming on and popping y'all shit with me. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, and y'all keep doing and striding to be the bright people that y'all are.
thank
Most
you.
definitely. Thank
Of
you.
course, it's your girl, Miss Mouthy. Even when you what? Don't see me, you hear me. Till next time. Bye.
Bye, y'all.